this video we're talking about the aging or judging the age or estimating the age of a piece of sign on the ground left by the passage of an animal, particularly a human animal. So we're going to look at two different methods. One is the comparison method and the other one is using a time bracketing process, and that ties in beautifully at the moment because we've just had a downpour this morning of about an hour's duration, which allows us to cap off yesterday's sign versus today's sign. So we're going to have a look at that in detail now. Let's look now at some aging considerations or techniques. The first one we're going to look at is actually utilising the weather events in the area to help us determine when something was made either before or after that particular weather event. In this case, we've got some boot prints here on the track that look weathered, they look aged, but most importantly, we know that they were made prior to this morning about 6 o'clock. The reason we know that is because it rained from about 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock this morning. So this boot print I'm hoping will show up well enough for you to determine. You can see the displacement of the substrate. You can see the outline of the print itself with the heel towards the top of the screen there. But most importantly, you see the rounded edges, so you've lost the sharp, clear, delineated shape of a footprint, and you've lost the detail in the tread, and you've got pocketing caused by the raindrops as they've struck the ground. So that's clearly made by a boot, most likely yesterday at this stage. Down a bit further closer to me where I'm standing is a similar time bracketed print with a little bit more detail in the tread but less detail overall. Further up here, let's just move across to give you another example of the type of thing you might pick up. To here, this where the water has sort of cascaded down the hill here, you're seeing the result of an old and aged print, and further down, further weathered prints. Again, same time frame, same results as a consequence of rainfall. Now the other way we can utilise our own bodies to get a good estimate of the time frame of a piece of track or sign is by utilising what we call comparison methods, which is simply, if we're looking at this current print that you can see down here, here's the heel print of the one we just examined. We know that's made yesterday. To get more of an accurate idea of how long, we can actually place our own boot down and then make a direct comparison between the existing print and the new print. As you can see with this one, we have a lot more crush, a lot more flattening. You've got a distinct colour change. There's more detail in the print, and the texture of the print, or the floor of the print, is far more crisp, far more fine compared to the older print, which has been dimpled by rain. So that's one way of comparing and using weather events to determine the age of a particular print. It does not matter if it's an animal print or it's a human print. Humans are just another animal. They just make a lot more mess. So this type of technique works for both species, or all species. So there's a quick summary, people, of tracking techniques utilised to judge the age of a piece of sign or spoor on the ground. Simple techniques, there's a lot more complexity to the whole process and there's a bit more detail involved, but they're the fundamentals. That will get you going. The trick now is to get out and get some dirt time, have a look at the area that you're local to and apply that simple technique, comparison or bracketing. Make note of the weather events, the wind, the rain, the sun, the heat. All those things will help you determine what's passed while that track's been made and then what effect it has on the track. Get out there and just give it a go, guys. Have fun. See you on the walk.